Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm having some issues with my phone. Hi, anyone who's there? Hello. Okay. Hi. Hi, Meera. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Anu. Hi. Good to see you, Anu. Hello, everyone. So, since it's just a 20-minute session, I will start with my demo, and obviously this is going to be recorded, so those who have missed out on it can catch up with it later. All right? So let me begin. Okay, hello to everyone, welcome, and I'll start start my demo. All right? Okay, so the brand that is synonymous with all of us, I think ever since we've been growing up, okay, the wonderful banners that they come out with, their wit, their humor, we yet look out for them, and they really are so witty, making us laugh all the time. And you cannot forget their tagline, utterly butterly delicious Amul. Yes, so thank you, Amul, for giving me this opportunity to come here and give a demonstration for you guys, and I'm really thankful to you all for that. So a bit about myself, okay? My name is Geeta Sagar, and my venture, as you can see, is Geets' Cooking. And I started this venture in 2014, but I couldn't pursue it. Then for whatever reasons, I was not able to pursue my venture at that time. I've done my hotel management from Red Carpet. I've worked in commercial kitchens, and I used to have just work around and everything. So, of course, when last year I decided that, it's high time, I need to get back to my venture, and I started Geets' Cooking again. I came back with Geets' Cooking, and guess what? COVID strikes. So as of now, we are at home. At least I am working from home. So you can say I'm like a kind of a home chef, home baker for now, till I feel that things are settled and maybe, work somewhere else. So I think that's enough about me. We can start with, I can see a lot of angry emojis. I wish I knew why, but thank you for that as well. All right, so let me come back to my, what I'm going to show you guys today, okay? Festive season is coming. I don't know if many of y'all will be having guests over, or would prefer to have guests over, but what I will show y'all today is something that you guys can make even at home for y'all. It's like a one bite thing, and very simple, not complicated, and so we will, I'm going to show you basically what is mini cheese bites. Okay, you don't have to fry them like I mentioned. Of course, indulging in fried food sometimes it's okay, but overall, let's just keep it healthy. I think because of COVID, gyms and everything, we've not been working out, so I just thought, let me come up with a bit of a healthy recipe for you guys. Okay, right. So before I start, let me introduce you to the ingredients. All right. So here are Rajesh, वो dips निकाल के दे, cheese spread निकाल के दे, ठीक है? So I will introduce you all to the ingredients, so we can, and after that I will take you to my workspace, and we will start with the demonstration. Before I start, I know many of you all may have questions and queries, but since the camera will be facing the workstation, I won't be able to see you all and answer your queries now. But most definitely do shoot them in the comment section, and I will definitely get back to you all. Rest assured about that. Okay. Hello once again who are joining us, and so okay, let us start with the recipe. Right. So I will show you the ingredients, what I have. So here I have cream cheese. Okay. I have some cream cheese, thick cream cheese, all right. Then I have cheese spreads by Amul, okay. So I have a plain cream one, I have a red chili flake one, and I have a punch pepper one, okay. So these are the cheese spreads I have from Amul. Then I have a few of these toppings which are going to go on our no-fry cheese balls. Okay? So, what we are going to start with is basically making a base cream cheese. Okay, we're going to make a base of it, and then as per what we want, we will build up the flavors in that. Okay, as per the cheese balls. So what I'm going to teach you all today is a za'atar cheese ball. I'm going to teach you all a wasabi cheese ball, and I'm going to teach you all onion chive cheese ball and cranberry cheese ball. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you all 4 cheese balls, and without wasting any more time, let's start. Okay, so I'm going to now shift you all to my workstation and we start with the demonstration. Any questions? Shoot in the comments below. All right. Okay. So, in my bowl, I will take this thick cream cheese. Okay. We are basically going to build up the base flavor now. Okay, which will go for all your cheese balls. Okay, so to this I'm going to add just a bit, very slight. We don't want to make a thin mixture, we yet need a thick mixture, but to add little flavorings, we are going to make a mix. We're going to just add a few cheese spreads from Amul. Okay, so the one I used now was a plain cream spread. Now I'm using a chili cheese spread. Okay, just about half a teaspoon or a teaspoon is fine. All right, and last but not least, bit of a pepper cream cheese. All right, so we are going to now, we're going to mix this to be our base cream cheese. Okay, so as you can see, we don't need to really thin down our cream cheese, we just need it at room temperature, so we can mix everything properly. Okay, alright, so we have mixed the cream cheese well, incorporated it well with the Amul cheese spread. Right, now we will first start with the pomegranate or the za'atar cheese ball. Okay, so for that, in a bowl I'll just wear my gloves. I don't. Yeah. So I am super excited for doing this demo with Amol. I hope that. Okay, so now what we will, since we will start with the za'atar cheese ball, all right. So in a small bowl, take a bit of the pre-mix. Depending on the size of ball you want, you take a bit of your cream cheese and your cheese spread mix, all right. You add a bit of za'atar powder to it, okay, slight za'atar powder, okay. We're going to mix this well. Right? So after mixing it well, you are going to form it into a ball shape, okay? You need to actually keep this in the fridge. After you mix your cream cheese, you're supposed to keep it in the fridge for a few minutes, all right? But, so I'll just mix it and I will keep it in the fridge for 2 minutes, okay? Then we will start with our garlic chives mix. Okay, like I said, this is very simple. Not much of work is required. Once you have your base flavor ready, okay, you can pretty much work up any flavor you want, right? So for this, we are going to need some garlic powder, okay? Very little garlic powder, just about a few sprinkles of it, okay? And then you are going to need onion powder, okay? Again, we repeat the same procedure. We take this, we form it into a ball, okay? And we keep it in the fridge for 5 minutes. Now I will come to the wasabi flavor, okay? So, again, take the amount of the base cheese that you all need, okay? And basically, you know, you get this wasabi paste in the market or any your wasabi shop. So what you need to do is, guys, I hope you can follow and understand what I'm trying to show you all. Just give me a thumbs up if you can kind of understand what I'm trying to show you guys. Yeah? Is it okay till now? Is there any confusion? I'll continue. Okay. Okay. Right. So again, in this, we are going to add a very small amount. Just like a small amount, because wasabi is very strong. Some people can handle it, some people are not very fond of wasabi, so I will give you all a variation about it, okay? So mix your wasabi paste in your base, in your cream cheese base, okay? And then again, make a ball and keep it in the fridge for chilling. And the last but not the least, cranberry. All right. So again we take the base, the amount we need for making the cheese balls. Okay. We add our chopped cranberries in that and mix it. You can even mix it with a spoon. Okay. So once you've mixed your cranberry in your cheese ball, you can again make a ball and keep it in the fridge for chilling for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. All right. So we are basically done with the mixing of the cheese balls. All right. Any questions so far? By the time they are chilling in the fridge, I'll just take any questions if there are any questions. So like I said, these are very easy, very simple. They look super fancy. If you have guests over, or if you don't have guests over, even for your Saturday evening at home, when you're watching your movie, when you have your chill time, you can make these and you can keep them in, just enjoy them. Or you can even give these as Christmas gifts for your friends. It's again a very super way to gift your friends. Make them, chill them in the fridge, put them in a nice fancy glass container, just kind of embellish it with your Christmas embellishments, and you can gift it to your loved ones for Christmas. So there is a lot of variation you can do. Okay, so now for the wasabi, the thing is that, like I mentioned, wasabi is a very strong and a pungent, has got a very strong and a pungent taste to it. So not many people are fond of it. Okay, I love wasabi and I know a lot of people who love wasabi. But for those who don't like wasabi, what they can do is they can just take the cheese ball, they can add little spring onions in it, all right, and they can add your white pepper, and you can just make it into like a Chinese style. Just like it'll be like a Chinese tasting with your spring onions, and then even you can coat the spring onions on the top. So that is one option you can do, all right. And this is limitless. Okay, I'm showing you all savory versions, but you can even make sweet versions out of these. For example, in this same cream cheese mixture, omit using any like your cream cheese or salty cream cheese, or your pepper cream cheese, or your red chili cream cheese. So what you can do is take your cream cheese, add little Amul cream to it, very little Amul cream to it, mix it well, and you can put in your chocolate chip cookies in it, or you can even crush Oreos and you can put in this. And like I will be showing you, you can cover the outing with your crushed Oreos or with your chocolate chips. So like I said, this has got many possibilities. You have many versions you can come up with, and it is fantastic. Okay, so what I will show you now is how to finish the cheese balls. All right, so I will start getting the cheese balls out of the fridge now, and let's start. Let's get to the end of the process of how we make our mini cheese ball bites. Yeah? All right. So, you can see this is kind of chilled. Okay? So what we will do now is, this is the cranberry one, okay? This is the cranberry one. So we'll take that, and I have some chopped cranberries here. So I will just take her to my workstation, sorry. Okay, so I have the chilled cranberry. It needs more time to chill, but since I'm showing you all, I need to show you all how to finish your product, okay? So you cover it with your chopped cranberries, okay? And you can put it on a fancy tray. So you've coated it with your cranberries, all right? And you can keep it in a fancy tray for serving. I have already pre-made to show you all how to go about with it, but I'm just showing you all how to mix so this is the garlic chive one, okay? So for that, we have garlic chives, the stem, we cut it into small pieces. So we're going to take this, we're going to just roll it around in the garlic chives, all right? Roll it well so that it coats the entire thing, okay? And here we have our garlic chive cream mini cheese ball ready, okay? Now I will show you the zaatar one, okay? For the zaatar one, we get pomegranate, okay? We get some pomegranate because we are going with little Arabic flavors in here. Zaatar, pomegranate is a lovely combination. So do top it up with your pomegranate. If you don't want to use pomegranate, you can mix the mini cheese ball in zaatar powder itself, okay? So here I am going to coat it in pomegranate, okay? So you coat it well, and you have your pomegranate mini cheese, zaatar pomegranate mini cheese ball ready, okay? Now, for the last and final one, let me just clean my workspace, okay? Now for the last and final one, I'm going to show you the wasabi. So, in your, you get your black dill or sesame seeds, take your wasabi ball, cheese ball, and just roll it, okay? And you have your wasabi mini cheese ball ready, okay? So this is how simple it gets. It can't, like I said, it can't get much easier than this. So what you can do is, like I said, I have already made and I have kept the entire thing. I will just show you all what you can serve it with, okay? So here is my finished product. So this is your zaatar pomegranate mini cheese ball, your garlic chive cheese ball, your cranberry cheese ball, and your wasabi cheese ball. So you can top it up with crackers, you can top it up with salted biscuits, you can even top it up with lavash, okay? And if you want, you can have this on a fancy cheese platter. You can have your olives, you can have your grapes, you can have a lot of fruits which go with the cheese platter. To make it fancy, you can just kind of like have these, kind of sticks just in it, so it's easier. If it's a one bite piece, you can pick it up and eat them. So these are the variations that you can work with, right? So here you have I have my mini cheese balls, cheese balls, and along with the servings you can do for that, right? Okay. So, there are any questions? You can ask me. I've got 5 minutes, and you can ask me if there are any questions. No, a pomegranate is not dried. It is fresh pomegranate. Yeah, it's fresh pomegranate arils. It's not your arils are seeds of pomegranate, so it is fresh. It's not dried. Anything else? Okay, so I really hope you guys make this. Please do make it, and when you all make it, tag me. My Facebook profile is Geeta Sagar Chopra. My Facebook group is Geet's Cooking, and even on Instagram I'm as Geet's Cooking. So do make these, tag me, and I would love to see not just this but the kind of variations you come up with. It would be a pleasure for me to see that. So definitely do make these, tag me, and do follow me on Facebook, do follow me on Instagram. I conduct online classes as well, so I keep posting about my classes on Instagram and on my Facebook page. So do follow me and keep in touch with the classes I come up with. I come up with very different and innovative classes, so for that, like I said, follow me. And if there are any questions, you can drop it on the comments, or then you can message me on my Facebook profile. I have no issues with that. And rest assured, I will be getting back to you all. So that's it for me. Thank you so much, Amul, for giving me this opportunity. And I could meet you all and interact with you all and have this wonderful session with you guys. And I hope to see you soon. So that's it for me. And thank you for being such a lovely audience. Thank you.